cosmic realm.
It's cosmic vinyl with Cosmic Brian. Better wear your mind shields 'cause he can see your soul.
What's up, vinyl community? What's up, YouTube? Hello. I fucking love that, man. That's tasty, man. That's a nice cover. Hey, you guys want to see what we're listening to real quick? This is a new addition to the Cosmic Collection. Fucking, this is a long ass time coming. I have some other Fuzz Tones records, but this is Lysergic Emanations. This is fantastic, and look at that great cover, man. Opens with The Haunted 125. God, what a great song. Look at that back cover. We'll cover this in another Far Out Finds video, but for now we're just going to use it as an opener. God, speaking of opener, got my trusty bombshell bottle opener, Poison Ivy. Welcome aboard, cosmonauts. I am your galactic champion, Cosmic Brian, and this is Cosmic Vinyl, and I'm glad you're friggin' here. I'm glad you're here. This is an episode of what we like to call around here 10 off the shelf. And to be honest, this is gonna, we're continuing from a video that I did like last summer. So it's been almost a year. So I started the 10 off the shelf from the Garage Rock collection. You might even have seen that video. I'll put a link to it. Where I went out into a park here in St. Louis and did a show from outside at the park. I believe it was the Reservoir Park. So yeah, we're by the water tower. It was fantastic. It's great stuff. I love it. We're going to do more of that this summer, by the way. I kind of slacked off last year, but we're going to do it as soon as we get some nice weather anyway. So yeah, man, 10 off the shelf. Picking up where we left off at that video at Reservoir Park and the Garage Rock collection. Some of these I have shown recently. I did try and weed out the stuff that I've shown like really recently, like in the last two videos. So, but I think I've still got some nuggets for y'all to chew on, right? Huh? So yeah, you guys, let's get this started with a big chug. We're rocking the Modelo right here, Modelo. This is now the #1 selling beer in America. Jesus. Took over kicked Budweiser off the top of the hill. And you can never go wrong with the trusty Poison Ivy bombshell opener. Right? God damn it. It's always one thing or another on here. The secret to these is you gotta rub the foil down. Otherwise, if you bite into that foil, if you have a filling, it's like, oh, electric shock goes through your brain and from your teeth to your brain. So yeah, let's hoist this thing up, toss it back, a big vinyl community cheer for all my friends out there. Love you guys, man. We're still inching closer to that 2,000 mark. Fuck it, we're never gonna hit it. In fact, I don't even think about it anymore. But the Perch, he'd like to see us hit 2,000. All right, let's hoist this thing up, toss it back, let's go!
Oh, yes, my good friend, of course.
So good. Modelo, la cerveza más fine. All right, let's get this show started. I need to get these Mind Shield off, and we're going to dive into this stack of Garage Rock albums here. Let's do it. Here we go. Mind Shield removal imminent. Little farmer spit. I'm from Iowa. That's a thing that we do there. Farmer spit. Blow your snot right out of your nose. All right, let's do this. Blow some snot out. Do your farmer spit. Oh, I just spit out of my mouth. Here we go. All right, let's do this. All right, let's start with this. So, this is a 10-inch record that I'm kind of going out of order because I never showed this in the last episode of 10 Off the Shelf. But I wanted to show this, so I went back and grabbed this 10-incher. The Delvettes, man. This is fucking great, man. This is a Sundazed collection of, I guess it's a EP. It's got, 9 songs on it. Look at that price that I paid for it. I'm a cheapskate. I'll look for the deals. But yeah, this is fantastic, man. Released in 2008 on Sundazed. The songs were recorded in 1966. I believe their label at the time was Dunwich label, which kind of included a lot of like those bands from Chicago, and this band is also from Chicago, part of the Chicago's burgeoning music scene from the 60s. These guys were packing them in back then. Bunch of young guys who all met in high school, went on to be a pretty solid garage kind of beat rock band. In fact, the opening track, Last Time Around, is probably the song that you'll probably recognize the most. I'll put a sample of that bitch right in here so you guys get a chance to hear it. But yeah, you guys want to see, there's a picture of the band on the back. There's the track list. Little blurb about the band there. Love that. A little history. These guys actually shot a movie. They were moving up the ranks, man. They were on the verge, you know what I mean? On the verge of getting it on, you know what I mean? So they recorded a movie under their new name, Pride and Joy. Never seen the light of day. I guess they were trying to latch on to the success of the Monkees, but they're no Beatles, so Jesus, their movie career stalled out, as did the band. But yeah, man, towards the end of the band's career, they were doing songs that were written by like Boyce and Hart, one of my favorite like bubblegum and pop songwriters of all time. These guys are fucking great. But yeah, the Delvettes. We'll listen to Last Time Around. It's fucking great. Now, this one, I meant to show this in my Garage Rock Revival video because, and I did show an album by them, but I did not show this one. This is the Crusaders. This is a 10-inch here. This is Middle Age Rampage. Again, a very cool cover, man. I love that. You got like one of the Crusaders with a dragon on there. Wait till you see this, man, the back cover. Look at the band, man, wearing their, like, Knights Templar outfits. They also have masks on. Fantastic, man. This was released in 1999 on Dionysus Records, like the other album. They're an Australian garage rock band. All the great stuff comes from Australia, right? Freaking fantastic. Oh, by the way, our good friend Ben Rankins, who has a channel here on YouTube, which I'm sure if you watch this, I'm sure you've watched Ben Rankins, shows some of the greatest Australian rock and roll ever known to man. I believe I'm going to be sitting in his hot seat for an interview coming up in the near future, which should be fun as hell. And plus, I love Ben anyway, man. So, but yeah, just the great artwork there. You can't really see the track list. It's kind of weird, but it opens with a song called We're in Deep Shit. Jeez. Every song on here is a slammer, though. From We're in Deep Shit to Under Your Mushroom. So, yeah, a little frat rock vibe here, too. Crazy garage punk revival stuff by the Crusaders. And now, this one I have shown recently. But man, I couldn't leave this one out because I love it so much. And that's the Emperors. I Want My Woman. This was released in 2024. It's a Sundazed Beat Rocket release. And I think the songs on this were recorded in like the mid to late 60s. This is a collection of all their work, their singles from back then. Look at the platinum blonde guys. They're freaking awesome, man. Let me read it says blistering bleach blonde garage punk from Long Beach's Emperors. And these guys were packing in the teen canteens back in the day, playing some kick-ass rock and roll. There's vibes here of garage, surf, beat rock, little pop stuff, some melodies and stuff. But look at those guys. That's just absolutely insane. I love it. I am the biggest sucker for like a shtick, you know what I mean? Like an image, like outfits that are in sync with each other, like the suits and the hair. Friggin' love it. I'm going to give you a sample of I Want My Woman. But yeah, Long Beach, California, bleach blonde bombshells known as the Emperors. Stand at attention for the Emperors, because they got some new clothes on. They're naked! Jesus. Alright, let's move on. Now, I have shown this next one a couple times, but man, it bears showing again. And that's Johnny Kidd and the Pirates. This is the best of right here.
Hey, jealous girl. Why do you want to cry? Why do you sit and sigh all day? Hey, jealous girl, you know that I love you, so don't be sad and blue this way.
Released in 1978 on EMI Records. A nice collection of all of his big hits and then some. I'd say there's 20 songs on this album. I friggin' love this, man. This is just, I'd say it's garage punk. It's kind of a little surfy as well. Kind of beat rock. All killer rock and roll though. This was probably pretty punk for its day, I'd say right here, man. And their jam, Shaking All Over, gets me every time, man. As short as their career was, I've seen a lot of other bands I've covered that song, and it's just fantastic. Elements of rockabilly, surf, garage, and unfortunately, these guys should have been huge, right? But unfortunately, Johnny Kidd was killed in a car wreck following a canceled gig, which really sucks, man. And in that same vehicle, which I said this before, was Nicky Simper, who went on to be in Deep Purple, and he was also in the band Warhorse. Kick-ass player, man. But yeah, man, can you imagine being in with your friend in the car when he got killed? That would suck. But yeah, several great tunes. I Want That, Please Don't Touch, Jealous Girl, Shaking All Over, Growl. Lots of strolly kind of tunes. Man, I freaking love this, man. Look at that. Such a great record, man. I love Johnny Kidd and the Pirates. Arrgh. All right, what do we got next? Okay, this is 3 albums that I'm including as one. So, but yeah, grab these. I'm doing it in this alphabetical order. So this is the Kingsmen in person. It's not a figment of your imagination. Not a dream. Not a nightmare. It's the Kingsmen, Louie, Jesus. Yeah, these guys are like the original frat rockers right here, man. All of these albums I'm going to show are on the Wand label, which I'll show you. Oh, look at the inner sleeve, man. Pretty cool. I love shit like that, man. I love looking at the sleeve. This record is a bit of a beater, I won't lie, man. But check that out, the wand label there. But yeah, so cool, man. Louie. These guys are from Portland, Oregon. Where else, man? Freaking Pacific Northwest rockers from back in the day. Made famous for covering Richard Berry's Louie, which you can almost not even understand the lyrics. That's kind of the running gag about the tune. And there's a reason for that. When they recorded it, first of all, they were all young. And then the studio that they recorded it in had 3 microphones, all overhead mics. So when Jack Ely sang the song, he was actually shouting up to the microphones that were like, 4 feet above his head, which probably didn't make for a great recording. Plus, he was young, man. He had braces, which even caused more of a slur to his voice. In fact, if I remember right, they actually thought that there was like some obscenities in the song. So it was investigated by the CIA and the FBI. Jesus, such McCarthyism, right? But yeah, come to find out, they totally missed when the guy dropped his drumstick and yelled "fuck" at the end of the fucking song. But yeah, great stuff, man. All just killer rock and roll, man. I love this kind of stuff. And I'll just show you these real quick. You got the Kingsmen on campus. This is a live set here. They were on a college tour. Songs like Annie Fanny, Rosalie, Stand By Me, Little Green Thing, Peter Gunn. So there's lots of instrumentals on here too. Look how, I mean, it kind of looked like all Mr. Rogers or the Wiggles. Jesus. But still a cool album, man. And then there's this one. Kingsmen Volume 3. I'm a bit of a completist, so I had to have them all. But this has some like humorous tunes on it. Pretty cool. Oh shit, I don't know if I have that one yet. I might have to grab that too. But yeah, the Kingsmen, the classic garage rock, the classic frat rock, guys. All right, let's move on to the next one here. I can't remember. I think I may have shown this recently too. I'm hoping not. But again, these are all good enough to show again. This is the Hombres. Let it out, baby. In parentheses, let it all hang out. I freaking love that tune, man. This was released in 1967 on the Verve label. Oh, you guys want to see the Verve? There's the Verve label right there. Just gold, white print. No great shakes, right? But yeah, man, 60s garage, beat rock. These guys are from Memphis, Tennessee. Not too far down the road from where I'm at in the Big Lou, St. Louis. Probably best known for the title track on this, Let It All Hang Out. They also do a cover of Gloria, which a little bit more unique take on Gloria than some of the bands. It basically has the same chord progression as Let It All Hang Out, but kind of in the bridge, like later, like in the middle of the song, they break into a little bit of the Byrds' 8 Miles High, which is kind of cool. Little sampler there. Surprised they didn't get their asses sued, but Jesus. Little humorous vibe with this band. There's the track list. Some surf vibes to it. And I gotta tell you, when I listen to this, I do let it all hang out. In fact, I'm not even wearing pants now. I'm letting it all hang out, baby. Jesus. You feeling it? I'm feeling it. Woo! Jesus. There's a draft in here. Shrinkage. Jesus Christ. All right. Here's another pair of garage rock LPs right here, man. I'll show this one first. The Haunted. This one's called Return from the Grave. These are part of the Rough Diamond series, the history of garage band music on the Vox label. This is volume 4, but part 1 of The Haunted. Love that cover right there, man. These were released in 1983. 60s garage rock, beat rock, from our friends and neighbors up north of us in Canada. If there's any Canadian viewers here, man, I just want to apologize. We don't all want you to become the 51st state, although it would be cool, but man, I recognize your sovereignty. So anyway, Jesus, I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, man, look at, there's some pictures there of the band. Some of these Battle of the Band or these acid visions on Vox are really cool too, man. Little history of the band there. Between these two albums, you basically get the majority of their catalog. This one's called "I'm Just Gonna Blow My Little Mind to Bits." Jeez, I did that a long time ago. But yeah, this is volume 5 of the history of the garage band music. Fantastic stuff, man. Their killer song, which we heard a cover of on the Fuzztones record there, 125. I'll put a sample right in here for you. Dig it!
Walking down the street on a foggy night, I saw a young girl standing under a lamp. Her face was pale and her skirt was fat. Had a round dollar bill, I felt alright.
Now this one I kind of debated whether to include, but I kind of file it in my garage rock albums on those shelves. And this is the Hangmen, Bittersweet. They definitely have the garage band look there, man. But this was released in 1966 on Monument Records. So I'll show you the Monument label, a little something different from some of the other labels we show. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Washington, D.C. garage, kind of little psych garage band here. A little beat rock, a little pop here. Formerly known as the Reekers. Wasn't there a movie or a TV show with these creatures that were called the Reekers? In fact, the reason that you knew they were around you because you could smell them. Jesus. Good choice by changing their band name from the Reekers to the Hangmen. Yeah, this is fantastic though, man. This opens up with a song called Dream Baby, which I think is a cover. It's kind of more psychedelic. It's got a nice sitar sound. Very cool. I love that they're like hanging out maybe in one of the guys' basements or maybe a practice place in the garage or something. There's another picture of the band there. Got a little write-up here, which I always like. Another Gloria cover on here, by the way. Definitely have kind of a British invasion vibe as well. Yeah, it doesn't quite fit the formula of the usual garage rock, but there is a song called Faces that rounds out the side one that has a kick-ass, some harmonica, some fuzz guitar. That in itself gets it in. So, Bittersweet by the Hangmen. Let's go. The next one is The Leaves. It's not Hey Joe. This is all the good that's happening. Flashback. The Leaves. Kind of a cool cover there. They're in some like either cowboy or colonial outfits there. Little picture on the back there. There's the track list. Released in 1967 on Capitol Records. This is their sophomore LP. Not quite as potent as their original LP with Hey Joe. But yeah, this weaves blues and folk and garage and shards of psych. But a pretty satisfactory listen. Underappreciated album by them, by the way. Everybody always wants the other one, Hey Joe, but this is pretty cool. There's covers on here by Buffy St. Marie, covers of John Lee Hooker, Jimmy Reed. Definitely have some cool Bo Diddley and Chuck Berry guitar riffs on this. Some cool vocal harmonies, offbeat arrangements. Definitely check out the Leaves. Fantastic. And then our final record here. The fabulous Knickerbockers with their album Lies.
You're telling me that you'll be true. Lies, lies, that's all I ever get from you. Cheers, cheers, I shed a million tears for you. Cheers, cheers, and now you're loving someone new. Someday I'm gonna be happy, but I don't know where.
This was released in 1966 on the Challenge label. Kind of a cool little logo for the Challenge label there. I like it, man. New Jersey garage beat rock band, very kind of poppy. Their big hit was the title track, Lies. Lies, lies, that's what you say when you don't know the lyrics. But yeah, music definitely resembles that of another fabulous band, the Fab Four, the Beatles. In fact, the similarities are pretty uncanny, or are they? Maybe they had a method to their madness. Definitely caught the coat heels. They even look like the old school Beatles there. Their stuff was also influenced by the Four Seasons, their early stuff. They were regulars on the Dick Clark, Where the Action Is. I don't think they're the house band, though. I think Paul Revere and the Raiders were kind of the house band of that show. But they were also in a film called Out of Sight. I don't know if I've seen it or not, but here's a couple of little critiques by some other artists. You've got Glenn Campbell, who says, the Knickerbockers are a complete gas, better than Ethel. Jeez. The Righteous Brothers, the Knicks are proof that talented groups still make it. We can't say enough about the Knickerbockers. And then Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys says, these guys have class. Jesus. How about Marvin Gaye? One of the grooviest groups I've ever seen or heard. Casey Kasem, what'd he say? No group has caused this much excitement since the Beatles. Maybe because they are the Beatles, a copy band. Ian Whitcomb, the Knickerbockers are blooming, bloody frenetic, which means they turn me on. I think they're tickety-boo, American translation of Out of Sight. Jesus. Anyway, fantastic, man. I love that shit. But anyway, that's 10 off the shelf of the Garage Collection, man. I hope you guys dug this. I know, no really big bangers in here, but I'm going to come back strong, man. I wanted to do another Far Out Finds. Because I have got, like I said, I'm still kind of in that garage surf rabbit hole. So I've got some more of that stuff to show as well. As you can tell, my voice isn't quite all the way back, but I'm back to my cosmic form, man. I'm feeling good. No sweat, man. So yeah, stay cool, stay cosmic. Sub. Get your friends to sub. Let's reach that 2,000. Come on, boys. Jesus Christ. Anyway, man, stay cool, stay cosmic. Catch you on the next one, man. I'm out of here.